don't have a ton of time here in Siquijor, so I told my guides that I wanted to see as much as possible in a large variety of dive sites around the island. My guides told me not to worry, that the dive sites here offered tons of species, just like the ones in Darwin, but with fewer divers. They were right. Not only am I seeing plenty here, but I'm also having the dive sites completely to myself. Among the critters here are loads of varieties of shrimp. This long-nosed shrimp has a few different names such as Pinocchio and Brokeback shrimp, but whatever you call it, it's certainly hard to find. I'm having a hard time filming these guys, as you can see from this white one I found, probably because they hang out on whip coral that flap in the currents and are never still. On a night dive like this one, he's a little more active as they hunt tiny plankton. There are a few species of anemone shrimp here, one of the most common being the peacock tail of the Palaemonidae family. Although also known as the clown anemone shrimp, they are found on any number of soft corals such as this one. This is actually of the same species, but of the male variety, which are smaller and completely transparent. Unlike females, the males are often found in large groups, sometimes overcrowding their anemone. The mantis shrimp. The mantis is the largest shrimp species and wildly popular in the aquarium trade. There are a bunch of species of mantis, all of which can be classified as either smashers or spearers. Smashers like this peacock mantis have blunt raptorial appendages for breaking shells to eat. Spearers have long back-folding appendages used to grasp prey, kind of like a praying mantis on land. This peacock mantis sits outside its den, hugging a big clutch of eggs to her chest, periodically shaking them to keep them aerated. Can you guess whose tiny arms those are sticking out from inside this feathered sea star? If you guessed it's a squat lobster, you'd be right. There are over 900 known species of squat lobster in the world currently, with possibly many more to be discovered. While researching these guys, I found that the squat lobster is having a bit of an identity crisis. It's called a lobster, but isn't one. In the seafood industry, he's labeled as a shrimp, but is more closely related to a hermit crab. Yet he isn't a true crab either. So what is he? Well, I probably leave you with more questions than answer. Just suffice it to say that I'm happy to cross a few of these guys from my list. This CRNOD shrimp also likes hanging out on feathered sea stars and have some insane camouflage. One reason I love filming crabs and shrimp is because it's so interesting how each species have evolved over time to blend into their surroundings. Each individual species has perfected their strategies in a world where the name of the game is not to get eaten. In this game of survival, it's the ultimate skill to blend in perfectly to its surroundings, or to look like something unappetizing. As a critter hunter, you get a little extra thrill when you spot a creature that eons of evolution is trying to prevent.